Anyways, let's take a look here. I am just gonna go ahead and try using the webcam here. How about now? So technology with all of this new setup is always fun, and I wish I could do that. I don't know. I got a new system right now, so it's supposed to make things work, but sometimes they don't. I don't know why. Who knows? So I know, right, Jill? Again, all about this no sound situation. That is ridiculous. And I'm hoping it doesn't become a thing anymore, but who knows? And whatever reason, the chats are not showing up here. So where my chest supposed to show? All right, whatever the case might be, we're gonna go ahead and continue. If you could hear me, say hello. Okay, there you go. Hi, Royal. Hi, Anna. I'm so glad you guys are here. And also, Vala has joined us on Instagram. So is Keith. Oh, hey. Okay, so the first question I got from Instagram, I got here is from Yvette. What is the trend in real estate? Is it still a seller's market? Yes, it is still a seller's market. So if some of you guys didn't saw my last thing last week, and also I posted a market update here. As of December 2021, we have 1.3 months of inventory. So that is significantly on the seller side of things, and it's quite yeah, still seller's advantage. A lot of homes are still getting multiple offers, and they are essentially um, be able to still have advantage. And I know that one of my listing has multiple offers, and we are above a listing price. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Again, going back with some numbers from last week, we are from 2020 to 2021 of 17.3% average sales price increase, and we do not see it going to have any like significant drop. It's going to be slowing down because recently we have a Fannie Mae that they came up with some reporting that shows that there will be some slowdown because mostly it's because we are going to have buyers being priced out because prices are still going up. Not as crazy as we expect from last year, but inventories aren't necessarily catching up on this current situation. That's kind of where we're at. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at what other question we got here. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm not sure why my messages are not showing. So, all right, we're gonna figure this out again. All right, so I see here from Royal. Hey, Chime, what's up in the queer community nowadays? Any new news on Pride? So, Pride is been officially been announced by PFLAG here in Roseburg for June 4th. So June 4th is going to be the Pride parade, and it's going to be held in downtown. It's going to be a march, and this time it's going to march all the way down to I believe in Maine, which is by where the Elklot is, and it's going roundabout and back to this the courthouse. So it's going to start from courthouse, go around, and there's going to be a little bit kind of like a vendor booth situation happening. So around 11 they're going to start having those booths set up, and around 1 is when the parade's going to start and go loop around. So as far as that goes, that's kind of the Pride news that I know. They are asking about getting people to come out and start vending. So if you are looking to, start, put a vending booth out there because you have some stuff you would like to sell, a little event. That contact folks at PFLAG. They could get you hooked up and getting you set up. So, oh hey Todd. Oh hey Christina. Thanks for coming. So let's see. How long does it take to get an appraisal? Um, from the time here, so in Douglas County, from the time it's been ordered to when the report comes back, what we've been seeing, and it depends on different appraiser, but the average time right now is about 3 to 4 weeks. with a rush, you might be able to get lucky in about 2 to 3 weeks. But rush is going to be significantly more expensive. Those are probably ranging to almost $2,000. Those are what the average time turnaround for appraisal here in Douglas County. In Lane County, I've seen those coming back much faster and sooner. And so I have a listing in Springfield, and I think that came back within like 2 3 weeks. So I think so. There's a combination of like the lack of number of appraiser here in Douglas County, and also the number of homes available to compare. So the research for some of these homes are a little bit takes a little bit more, especially if you're looking at properties as acreage. Those are a little harder. So those are the ones that can take time. Okay. Hello. Hey, Karma. Thanks for joining. And I got here. Hello from Graham. Hey. How's it going? Oh, hey, Bobby Lee. Thanks for joining in. Oh, you were Graham. Okay. Now you're Bobby Lee. Okay. Good. I was wondering it was Graham, but it's cool. All right. So what else? All right. So any other question that I might be missing, because the stream chat is being a little weird. Oh, what other things is going on in the queer community? So some of folks and I have been doing kind of more like monthly events. That's something that we're doing. So we did game night back in December. This month or last Saturday, we did a called Big Queer Dinner. And so just slowly rolling out some activities. We do recognize like not every activities everybody could participate and such, but we are just right now kind of testing the field to see what works for people, what are people interested in, and then just kind of getting idea and just getting the ball rolling. So we do recognize that right now is not everybody are able to participate, or or the word are still slow to get out there. But as things move on and different activities comes up, there'll be other ones that comes around. So okay. Oh, hey, Cruz, thanks for coming in. Karma, is underwriting the last thing before a loan clears? So once you get the appraisal done and the value comes out good, or whatever negotiating might need to happen, then just go to final underwriting through the lender. So that final underwriting could take about 3 to 5 days, sometimes in a week, or 2 weeks, depending on the lenders. So we just had a appraisal came. Actually, I think 2 appraisal came back this week, and we should be looking to closing next week for both of them. So a lot of time turnaround time is like 5 days. I should not expect it anything less than a week, but sometimes some people does miracle. Who knows? Okay. Hannah, oh, hey, do you think the housing market is ever going to crash? Do I ever think? Well, it just depends on, the nature of things. So 2008, the market crashed because there were a lot of speculation. There were also a lot of deregulation in the mortgage market. And so there were a lot of loans that were being, given out when a lot of the people, the buyers, weren't actually qualified or able to afford those types of loans. There were also speculation. I know that last summer we had, even right now we have multiple offers. A lot of those even, prices above listing. But it has to be a combination of things that comes in place: speculation, deregulation, and also overabundance of supply in the market. One of the things that happened in 2008, 2009, the overabundance, is that when the ones who got loans because of deregulation and in the speculation realize that they can't afford the loans, they get foreclosed, or they walk away from the home and the foreclosure. So what happened in those situations is a lot of these banks, when they foreclosed, they kind of flooded the market with a lot of inventory. So both the foreclosure as well as seller, it's like, I'm underwater, I need to get rid of this. And that created also abundance of inventory when there are, when a lot of buyers are pulling back. So so it really requires like a different number of things. Right now, uh, we don't really have a lot of deregulation situation because mortgage are still pretty strict as far as how they lending money out. Inventories are like, again, it's barely over a month of inventory. So supply and demand. So, but I can't predict what happened in the world. It could be, anything could be some weird economic situation to an international market crash to politics to war. I don't know. I can't foresee those issues in the world, but anything could crash a market if it's impactful enough. So, all right. So what else we got here? Interesting. Okay. Why am I not able to read my stuff here? Okay. Take a look. I need to change my audience to make it public so everybody can see it. Let me take a look. All right. There you go. Here's all my stuff. All right. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. Improving credit. And then contact. Then I'll be contacting you. All right, Trey. Yeah, get those credit up. I'll be happy to help you out. So we also got. Oh, Cynthia, thanks for coming. There's Erica and Cruz. Okay, what else we got? What am I? Okay, Cruz say, "What am I doing for Pride?" Have a good old gay time. I don't know. Like, so there's the parade that's happening. I've been thinking about if I should have a booth. I'm not sure. But I think I'm just gonna get a group of people and just like really enjoy our time. 2 years ago there was a dance party, so I'm not sure if that dance party is still being held. So that will be something that a lot of us will be excited. We might actually even host a queer brunch, probably right before the Pride. Who knows? Lots of different things. You might also see me in a rainbow tutu. Who knows? I don't know. So, all right. What else? Hannah, what's your favorite restaurant in Roseburg, and what's your favorite restaurant in the world? In the world, that's a lot. So, what's my favorite restaurant in Roseburg right now? So, I really like True Kitchen. I really like also the best taste of India seems to be one of my newer favorite choice. There's also the Sakura Sushi restaurant that has really pretty decent sushi. No offense to Ami, but I went back and tried that recently, and I'm realizing that I don't really want to eat my arm size sushi right now. But I think they're so deep in my heart. So I don't have a favorite, but I have a lot of places I would like to eat at. There's also little jeans. There's lager sometimes. I like chicken wings. Just a lot of different options. So yeah. All right, let's take a look. Carmen said, thank you. All right, Vala. So do you run? If so, can you tell me your most memorable one? And have you done any 10K, 5K? I remember you talking about marathon at one time. Okay. I ran. I used to run, and I really want to go back to running. I am a bit out of shape right now. So my running is hit and miss at best. But so I have done a 5K. I've done I also had done a half marathon. Half marathon is 13.1 miles. So one of my bigger goals to accomplish is to complete a full marathon, which is 26.2 miles, I believe. So the the half marathon, I did that in Seattle. That was the Seattle Rock and Roll Marathon. It was beautiful. It was awesome. You got like different bands along the path. That was fun. The only thing is they had us started running on some of the freeway roads, and freeway running on like tarmac or asphalt is not actually really conducive to a runner, at least maybe a beginning runner myself. So after the half marathon, I really had a lot of leg pains after that. So I had to figure, what was more. So I began to start doing more running again. I need to probably put myself in a situation where I'm running different kind of surfaces to get myself used to everything, just in case I'm gonna have to run on a freeway again. So, all right, what do we got here? Uh, what's your favorite Asian style food? Oh, hey, Tawana. Okay, my favorite Asian style food is, so I like spicy, and I'm Chinese. So Sichuan is Chinese food is one of my favorite. So Sichuan is actually one region in China, and they predominantly make a lot of like spicy, kind of brothy kind of dishes. And one of them that I really love is the spicy boiled beef, and it is literally sound like just like that. It's spicy. It's like almost like a soup, and it's beef, and so that's one of my favorite type of Asian food. But I definitely love all of them. I love Japanese sushi. I love Korean barbecue. I love Indian curry. I love Thai pad Thai when it's made right, or the Thai tom yum soup. Uh, what else can I count? There's a lot. So Cambodian noodles that my friend Mora makes, like or Vietnamese noodle pho. I love that. And a really good banh mi, a good traditional banh mi is also something I love. So lots of different options there. All right, what else we got? Oh, hey, Melody, thanks for coming. Yes, I hope your day is good as well. Okay, what's so Todd asked, what's the best way to build my credits? So, okay, the best way to build your credit is to, unfortunately, borrow money. Not using a credit card. Having some kind of installment loan is a good way to, because if you keep paying that same amount every month, so like a small car payment, and never be late. Do not ever be late. That is a great way to show like, oh, you're credit worthy, and you also able to repay that loan back, and you keeping it up. Credit card actually like that kind of stuff is unfortunate. If you already have debts, if you already have loans, if you already have credit card debts, then I would start around looking to paying those down. There are different methods. There are methods where you can start paying ones with a higher interest. Those tends to be credit card. Pay those off first because of the high interest. It's costing you a lot more money. Or there are ones where you have the lowest balance and pay those lowest balance first. So that way, it looks like you're actually getting rid of those line of credit pretty quickly. I would say, whatever works best for your current budget and your current style, to do whatever works for you. So if you have large debt, start getting those handles. Um, if you have a pretty decent like car loan, things like that, you could keep those, but work on like part of the credit card loan would be the best. If you have collection, try to get rid of those. Those are definitely things you want to get on. And then also like, if you look at your credit report and you see that there are things in that credit report from many years ago that's already been taken care of, call the people who had the where the credit was reporting was from, or the reporting company. Try to get those off your credit, because getting rid of those also is going to be important to help build your credit. So, and if you want like, some more details on it, and especially like, if you want me to help like actually go into detail line by line over your credit report and your financial, to kind of help you with strategy to build up your credit, to build your financing worthiness, contact me. I'll be happy to go through that for you one-on-one. So, all right, what do we got next? Okay, Tawana, do you think if we were thinking of an investment property, Should we be looking at multifamily or Airbnb types? Well, it really depends on like what you want to do. Airbnb types, you're gonna want to make sure you have some kind of cleaning service, because otherwise you're gonna be doing the cleaning service. You probably want to make sure you have some kind of manager, because else you're gonna be dealing with the people. Unless you are excited and happy on a gracious host and you don't mind cleaning after people, then Airbnb and do it yourself. As far as multifamilies, it's also then you have similar you have different problems. You have you're looking at making sure like you have enough investment to for the rentals. You gotta have tenants, vetting, credit application, maintenance, and such. But the great thing about multifamily or long-term rental is they're renting a long time, and so you don't have to clean after them or do anything like that every time. A lot of time your leases could be month to month, 6 months, year, and there is some level of protection and all that. Airbnb, you go, the good thing about that is you gonna probably be able to charge a lot higher than you were if you were doing a long term rental. So like let's say a rental is typically, let's say just a hypothetical, $1,000 per month. But you could probably charge depending where you are and what kind of situation of Airbnb you're doing. Are you doing a room, house, whatever? Some of these rooms go up to like $100 a day. So if you think about, you're able to just do like 20 days out of the month, 2/3 out of the month. That's $2,000. So there's like kind of like $1,000 versus 2,000, but there's a little bit more work here. So it just depends what works for you and how you want to deal with this. So, and also what kind of investment you're looking to. Like Airbnb, you can kind of do it like your house, or like if you have like an extra room or extra ADU, accessory dwelling units, you could do that and don't necessarily put a lot of investment in it. You kind of could do a little bit of here, or you might want to buy like a duplex apartment and things like that. So different investment, different problem, different benefits. Uh, so where we at? Okay, cruise. We just left Seattle for a weekend. What was your favorite restaurant in Seattle? That was so many years ago. I don't remember. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't remember. I remember going there. We ate a bunch of spaghetti and pasta to get our carbon for the marathon, and I ran. I got tired. I went somewhere to eat, and then I went home. I no, yeah, and that was so many years ago. So last all of this many years ago. So all right. So what else we got? Okay, Vala. Hey, I'm going to Eugene to hike with some friends. What's a good place to eat there post hike? I'm totally lost on where to eat there. Well, maybe you might want to tell me like what kind of food you're looking for. Are you looking for sushi? Are you looking for Vietnamese, Chinese? You looking just casual dining? There's a vegan place, so you might give me a little bit more information, Vala. Give me a little bit more information. Help me out here. So, all right. Next, Laura. Oh, yeah. I hope this is some good advice for you. Yeah, if you have any questions, just come ask me. My information is open and ready, and just come check me out. So, all right. Eat at Hop Valley Brewing Cornbread Cafe. That's the place when I was talking about the vegan place. Cornbread Cafes is amazing. So if you're looking to do a vegan style food and a little bit, it's kind of like southern hometown kind of meal, that's a great place to go. So never been to Hop Valley Brewing, so maybe we'll check that out. Christina, actually, what would you recommend at the Hop Valley Brewing? So put that in the chat. Maybe you can share us, let us know what to get there. All right, Todd, thank you. Thanks for coming. All right, we're starting a new business. We trying to figure out if we register our business like a LLC or S corp. What would you recommend? And do you know the difference? Well, it depends on how many people is involved, what kind of business you're doing, what you're looking to do as long in the future, because it's not just established in one time. You kind of want to like future plan. So there is the LLC. It's could be any kind of structure, and it's just limited to a certain liability. S corp are very limited because it's literally intended for small business and are treated kind of almost like a partnership sometimes. I don't know all the detail, but you know what? Let me go ahead and Google this. S corp versus LLC. So let me make sure I give you the right information here. Okay. So Investortopia sounds like a good website to check out. So let's see what they say. If my computer decides to work, that would be a good idea. All right. So that one's taking forever. So we're going to go to Zoom Legal. Zoom Legal said, okay. So what is an LLC? LLC is a limited liability company. Is a legal destination that can protect small business owners from personal liabilities in business obligation. So LLC owners are known as members. There's single members and there's also multiple members. And owner employees are of the LLCs are considered self-employed. So they are taxed similarly to sole proprietors or partnership. So, all right, let's take a look at S corp. S corp is classification that can protect small business asset and double taxation, and a S corp utilize pass-through taxes, meaning the owners claim a share of the company profits on their individual tax return. So, it's a share in this situation. So you might be able to do more, do less. This ensures profits aren't double taxed, once under the corporation and again under the owner. So to make sure that you don't under tax on this. So the difference. Okay. So the difference is in S corp, the owners can be hands off and take salary as a company employee, whereas LLC can be hands off or participate in organization management. Typically, S corp is 100 people or fewer owners, must be U.S. citizen, in U.S. based or U.S. based trust. LLC, unlimited owners with no restriction on classification or nationalities. So here's some basics. So anyway, we're already halfway through the show. I do want to pause for a quick moment. I know that we have the S corp question and it's more detailed. Be happy to send you that information and kind of get more detail on it. But I do want to take a quick pause. The reason being is I have an exciting announcement. So starting next week, at the end of the last Wednesday of each month, I am going whoever can participate in the show, right, on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. And when I say participate, I mean you ask a question. I am going to take the names of all those individuals who participated, and on the first Wednesday of each month, I am going to do a raffle and announce the winner of a $25 gift card. And for the first gift card that we're going to be announcing on the first Wednesday of next month, it's going to be $25 from Bluebird Pizza. So, upside down. Ha! Yeah. So from Bluebird Pizza. So I'm not going to count today, but I'm glad that we have so many people participated. But for the 13 of you and for the ones who's on Instagram and also YouTube, tell your friends and remember to come next week, next Wednesday live, and make sure you join in and participate and get a question in. And at the end of that, I'm going to take all the questions from people and whoever, and all the names of people who ask a question. And on the following Wednesday, I will announce who gets the $25 gift card. and this is going to happen every month. So every last Wednesday of each month, I'm going to get all the ones who participated. So if you're going to show up, that's the time you want to show up. And then the following week, the following Wednesday, I will be announcing the winner. And it will be a uh, different small business that from here in Douglas County. And most likely it's going to be restaurants. So those who ask like one of my favorite restaurants, you might actually try some of them. So Bluebird Pizza is actually one of my also favorite restaurants. Forgot to mention that, of course. Anyways, so when you participate next week, you might become the winner of this gift card. So just want to plug that in before we move forward. So all right, let's go ahead and all right, let's take a look here. Instagram got some questionnaire. Just want to make sure so how often should I worm these goats? I don't know. Once a year? So let me see. How often do I worm goats? Okay, based on a quick Google search, it is very important to deworm the goats approximately 3 weeks after rain that breaks a drought. So sounds like it's good practice to inspect your goats every 2 weeks and only deworm those that need it. So there's a lot of different options. So there's after the rain, you should check to see if they have worms and then deworm them. You should check every 3 months during the cooler weather, or at least once a month during the hot weather. So I hope that helps Yvette. So another question. Bobby Lee asks, "Can you show us your new shrine?" Oh, I'm still working on that, but so I can't pick up the camera. So, but you know what? I'm gonna put it on my page. So I will take a picture of it. I will put it on my Facebook and Instagram, and you guys will be able to see my new shrine. So, Sushi Colossus, can you show us your awesome new computer? I can also show you pictures, but these cameras they don't get to move very often. So I'm just saying, yeah. But I will get you some pictures. So check out my story and check out my Facebook and Instagram posts, and you get to see some of them. So all right, I'm gonna go over here. Yes, I got like a whole setup of like all these chats and stuff going. See what is going on here on the Facebook world. So all right. Okay. Janine said, "What type of music do you like and name some of your favorite artists?" All right. So I grew up in Oakland, California. That means I grew up with hip hop and rap, especially from the 90s. So I don't listen to music very often because I don't know, just not a thing that I super follow and it does. But when I do, I like hip hop. I like rap. I like uh, some of the I guess they call it adult alternative, and there's also see. I don't know the genre. I don't know her, but I know that I have a Spotify list, and when I actually care to listen, there's some stuff in it. So here, let me see if I could pull up what on my Spotify. Oop, I just turned off Instagram apparently. So let's not do that. Spotify. What music do I have here? Okay. I'm gonna take a look at Spotify to see what kind of music I have in my supposed programs, and I could tell you what music that when I do listen to music, what comes up. So, so I have this list called Level Up. Yes. So whenever like I work out or just want to get pumped up for something, I get on it. So there's Eminem, DMX, Snoop Dogg, Kanye West, E40, Usher, Pitbull. There's Flow Rider. I just listen to like music. They just come. I don't know. everybody. There's Pink, there's Kid Rock, Lady Gaga, apparently Maroon 5, Christina Aguilera. There's Sweet Home Alabama, Mary J. Blige, Moby. Like it seems a pretty variety. So I apologize. I don't know how to name what music I like. I just like whatever that sounds good. So all right. What else we got? How about a soul food place in Eugene? Okay, soul food place. The Cornbread Cafe. To me, and I might be wrong. I'm not saying like I know like there might be other ones that are better that I have not found. But Cornbread Cafe feels like the closest to soul food that I have experienced in that area. Again, I could be wrong, and it could be a better soul food. And this is a vegan place, and so, but that's so far what I've experienced, and seems really good. But you know what, Karma? Since you asked that question, I might go ahead and Google and Yelp it and find out, and I'm gonna get a taste of it and let y'all know how it goes. So, all right. Tawana, love that you looked stuff up. Like, yeah, that's the whole point of Ask Chi Anything. I don't know all the answer, but I know how to Google and I know how to look stuff up. And that's something also like being as a realtor is that being resourceful is really important and be able to find the answer that for your client, even whether you know it or not, as quickly as possible. And that way you can give them this information to make those decisions. So let's go ahead. Replying to, okay, I do, okay. Yeah, we love sushi and Korean food. There is a Korean barbecue place in Eugene for less than $30. I get to eat a lot of meat for 2 hours. And trust me, I make it worth the 30 bucks. So if you like the name, I don't really know how to say the name right now, but if you want the name, message me or put it on my Facebook and I'll get you that information. So, all right, Laura. So, yay, I grew up in Southern California. I still love hip hop and rap. Yeah, like they still good. Like Snoop Dogg's, E40, Tupac, all the stuff. Like that's what I grew up with. And it's weird, especially growing up as an immigrant child who actually don't speak English at that time, but like, oh, this is fun. Let me try to figure this out. So, okay, Caitlin, metal music get you pumped up? Yeah, doesn't it get everybody pumped up? Like I would think so. So it got to be a good one though, some good rhythm. Oh, I also like Linkin Park, Evanescence, Marilyn Manson, Slipknot, Disturb, all kind of stuff. So yes, just something that's good for whatever the mood is. Like I don't always know what they are, but yeah, that's how it works. Okay, what else we got here? Thank you. Yes, thanks, Anna, and also Karma. All right, let's see. I'm just checking to make sure who else here. Okay, Kaylin, what brought you to Douglas County? What brought me to Douglas County? Well, I fell in love. So my former partner lives in Oakland, Oregon. When I was deciding to move to Oregon, and specifically in Southern Oregon, I went and searched. I was searching for land specifically, and that was back in the days when Craigslist was still like a thing. And I have a friend who was like, "Oh, you moving out there? I'm moving out in Portland area. I go check out the dating site." I'm like, and my mind wasn't even like a thing to like think about dating at that time. I just like want to move to Oregon because I want to buy land. I want to live in a more peaceful area. So while I was on Craigslist, I looked on the personal ad back in the day. There were a personal ad at that time, and I looked into the woman for woman section, and there were a lot of very disappointing ads. But there was one that was really good, and that actually had words in paragraph, because the other one were very much like, "Hey, come sleep with my wife and my husband," and like, no. But there was one that actually had words, has paragraph, and was very, um, intentional. And so I communicated with my former partner, Royal, and we met that way. And she lives here in Oakland, Oregon. I actually live in Oakland, California. So it's kind of weird, interesting serendipity kind of things. And so I came to visit her, saw the Umpqua Valley, saw the different things, and really fell in love with the area. So I decided to stay in the area, not just because of her, but because the Umpqua Valley is just amazing, just beautiful. And that's also why I decided to continue to stay, even though our relationship didn't work out. So, but it's beautiful, and we're still friends, so no hard feelings. So, anyways, I know me living on the coast of Oregon, then moving to Fresno was a culture shock. What was your impression of this place? And this is from Caitlin. Um, I guess it is a culture shock per se, but I'm also like, I I'm good, the kind of person that like I know where I'm at, and I meet people. So okay, let's back up a little bit. So in 2009, so over 10 years ago now, I did a massive road trip across the country for 4 months. Essentially, I just went driving and drive across the country and end up at different places. I camped. Back in the days, we had couch surfings. I sometimes slept in my cars and just met a lot of different people. Through that experience, I kind of learned to, you know, that the world, at least United States, is not just California. It's not just San Francisco. It's not just Oakland. It's not like a bunch of people and shops and and different things. So when I moved out here, I kind of like I knew that I was moving to a place that it was you know I won't be able to see a lot of people like myself. There are not as abundant of diversity here, but I also know that what I'm seeking is not just that. It is, a more peaceful life, more opportunity to be able to take care of myself in different ways. Because why I love the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, and Oakland, especially the food and my friends, and my mom's still there. I was getting overwhelmed by the busyness and the chaos, and it just the way of also how people were connecting with each other. And I see that in other places, like even here, the way people connect with each other are deeper, or they get your back. I my first experience to really see like how community come together was during the UCC shooting. It was a very tragic moment, but it also really see how when the community comes together, yeah, they really do. And I that's one of the reasons, and one of many reasons why I decided to stay here. And as far as culture shock, I think I just was ready for the change. So it didn't feel shocking to me because I kind of knew what I was getting into. So, okay. Um, Tawana, if you could change one thing about Oregon, what would it be? Um, Better food. Like I've been to Portland. I don't think there's definitely better food than what I have experienced in California. Um, like that's one thing. I'm not gonna dive into politics because that's not a area of expertise that I am familiar, or nor do I really want to have that conversation here. Because it's just different. Maybe like more diversity. Like it is a pretty white state, and it would be nice to have a bit more diversity of different culture, of different type of people, of those different like identities, and one thing I know for me have been hard is that, and especially other people in the queer community is feeling the strong isolation of like, you might just, feeling like you are just that only one person or that few people here in this state or in this county that are just who you are. And so I guess diversity is, but I don't want to say diversity because I also don't like the idea just like, hey, let's just add more number of these kind of people in it because that's not, really how relationship works either. I'm more about like, you know, building connection and building relationship in just adding number is not, doesn't work for me. So it's a deeper question that maybe we can answer on another time. Or you want to have dinner with me, come to one of my, the big queer dinner, and we could have more conversation about that. Or come to game night. Yeah, and you do not have to be queer to come, but it is a safe space for queer folks. So just so you know. All right, let's go here. Sherms or Walmart? Really, Cruz? No, ask that question. Of course, it's Sherms. Sherms. Tawana, stealing Cruz Morano's idea. Coffee or tea? Tea. Tea. All the way. Tea. I am 14, and the idea of like drinking something that gonna make me shorter, no. And also, I love tea. Nothing sweet in it though. I'm not about the sugar or the honey and stuff. I want just, or even the fruity stuff. I just want straight up herbal tea. Something that's just like really cleansing and really just like feels very medicinal for me. So, all right. Hi, Chi. Chi Mei. I'm currently in a laboratory doing a science experiment. What's the half life of boron? All right, Vala. I will go ahead and Google that. Let's go and find out. What is the half life of boron? And also, if you are in the lab doing science experiment, maybe you need to catch up on some of the science information. So, because I am not a scientist, very clear about that. Okay, so it has a half life of 3.5 times 10 the dash on the top 22. Okay, somebody to explain this thing to me. So, okay. It 22.20 milliseconds. So is that fast? So literally as I'm talking, it's already half life already. I guess hope that answer your question. So, all right. Janine, I see a kitty. Where is your gigantic sweet dog? Underneath the desk, and I'm hoping she doesn't knock off the cameras. So they're right here. No, actually, am I able to move this down? I don't know. See. Can you see? Right there. Right there. These two. These two are just right there. So, all right. So, yep. Oh, hey, you see the two heads? Yeah, that's what I got. All right. What else we have here? Yes, Tawana, answer that question. I don't know how to even say it properly. Okay, the best answer is grocery outlet. Yes, it depends because Caitlin, I like grocery outlet, but they don't have everything I want. So it's a little hard to say, But I know that I like grocery outlet for some of the natural foods. They have a weird and wide selection of natural foods, and also if you're looking into like doing keto or vegan or organic, they have some really cool stuff. I guess it's just like maybe stuff that they weren't able to sell in other stores. So, okay, let's see. We got 7 more minutes. Let's get this going. Okay. Tawana, 3.5 times 10 to negative 22nd power. Oh, hey, yeah, that's the Half Life of Brian. That is way better English than I can do because I don't even know how to read Half Life Math. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's that. So, all right. Viola's replying to Caitlin. Honestly, this is a great answer. Lots of unique stuff. Okay. Um, hey, I loved all the engagements here. All right, Bobby Lee, what do you got here? So, do you know any martial arts? I had at one point learned kung fu. Do I remember? No. I do have had was it 6 or 8 weeks of self defense training, and I somehow was the one person that knows how to kick a big dude's ass really well. Um, and it was with it was like a women's only class, and a lot of folks because as you know, women body folks, there are a lot of traumas when it comes to attacks and such like that. And so in that training, they were training, but then at the end of the course, we get to like experience real life attacks, and and I seem to really do a good job kicking some ass, whereas other folks do too, but they just um, not as elegant in the ass kicking apparently. So we should spar with love and kindness. Really? Um, yeah, maybe. It's been a while, but yeah. You want to teach me some self defense? I would love that because yeah, I it's been a minute, and I we do need some self defense and some martial art classes that's kind of a little more street. I kind of like the more street version of martial arts. So, and yes, with love and kindness, maybe. So, all right. What else we got here? All right, Janine. So I'm selling my rental home the end of March. I know you're a realtor, but what do you think of Redfin? Um, well, they go just charge you a fee, and pretty much let you handle everything, and it's pretty much like a for sale by owner. So Redfin, it's great for places like the cities where you gotta have a lot of buyers. You gotta have a lot of things. And sorry, my dog is literally leaning against the camera, so sorry the movement. Um, Daisy. But again, Redfin. So this is what I'm gonna say. When it comes to one of your biggest decisions in your life, are you looking to just kind of go on a discount and use a discount, professional, and just kind of, really mostly take care of the stuff yourself? Or do you want to really have a true professional handle your situation for you, take care of about 80 to 90% of that stress for you? Because I could tell you for a fact, and that those who try to sell the home, and I even have a client who recently had me sell the home, that when you try to use these services that are like low fees or discounted, what they are dealing with is more of a headache than it is, and the cost of that headache might not be worth what you actually saving. So, like, yeah, and also here's some statistic too. In comparison to, and I could dig a little bit more deeper in some information, but there's been no statistic that in comparison to a for sale by owners, especially those who are using Redfin, Zillow, whatever the platform is, or even one of those like discount broker that like, hey, give me $500 and I'll put on the MLS for you for free, for $500. When you use a realtor, despite you might be paying a higher percentage commission, you tend to get a higher percentage of a net profit for your sale. And from what I remember, the percentage, and don't quote me on this right now, but because I need to double check that. But from what I remember, it's about 5 to 10%. Some are even 20% of additional more profit when you use a realtor, and that's net profit. Net profit is after you pay the commission, pay the fees, and everything. So yeah, like you get to choose whatever you want, but I could give you a testimonial from clients as well as statistic that while these services sounds great, they might not necessarily get you the money and the service and the support that you need when it comes to selling a house. So if you wanted to sit down and talk with me, I'd be happy to lay out my marketing strategy, my communication strategy, all that stuff. And I won't be butthurt if you decide to go with Redfin. No. But I'm also going to be real with you. And you're going to have somebody here that's going to hold your hand, that's going to make sure you are taken care of. And Redfin, good luck with their customer service wherever they are, and they're gonna just, they're gonna charge you a fee and that's it. But I don't think they're gonna take care of you like the way that a local realtor like myself is going to. And also, we are expert in this community. So that's what I gotta say. Tawada, Bobby Lee is a brown belt. Oh, nice. Don't kick my butt. Gotta go to Sherms as always. This is awesome. Next time, Joshua Rogers, you ass kicker you. Not all the time, man. So, and Janine, bigger profit is the right answer. That helps. All right. So that sounds like it. We are 7:00. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. And again, next week is the time to really participate and really join, because you will be put on the list for the raffle for the $25 gift card at Bluebird Pizza. So until then, I'm signing off, and I will see you next week. Bye.